I do believe his leadership values are that he's number one, consider other people first, and he looks at people as who they are, and then he's also leads and for the good of the people as well as for himself. He's a great example to follow. Um, he's always reaching up higher. He's also always pulling everyone with him.
What's happening? What's going on, good people? About to just spend the day with me. This is part of my presentation, so just enjoy. Hopefully you get some knowledge. Hopefully I give you some knowledge, and let's have a good time. As I walk back here, I got a truck to load up. I'm a multi-person in my industry or in my workplace right now. You know, as running president, you know, sometimes we got to get dirty. Some of you know me, some of you don't, but president of Buckner and Sons Masonry, we've been around since 1989. My father started the business and incorporated in 91. So, and you'll see today some of the buildings that we worked on. We're gonna run around and see theirs, but we've been through it all. Been through the recession in 2008. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard to go home at night, feel like you're really responsible for people, not just them, but their families as well, because we're very family oriented, very personable, but that's who we are. That's our culture. We like to build, we like to develop. It's not just about us, when it's about everybody who we come in contact with, trying to help out where we can. But I gotta load this rebar up for this job that's coming up on Friday. Safety first. That's why I got my gloves on. I just left our BX Foundation meeting, board meeting. Shout out to the BX. If you look for any classes that support construction, or you're looking for some construction classes from leadership to safety, anything, check out the BX. I'm on the board there. But if you see me this morning, I was a little dressed up to me. But so we had our picture this morning. So one thing I also found, even with this in this class, we're having conversation, it's good to diversify yourself and put yourself in rooms that support your mission, support your goals, support your business. So being on the front end of that is key. And I had to switch it up because that was my polo. I ain't want to get it dirty. Walking back here, kind of touched on and talked about who I wanted to be. I want to be a creator. I want to be an innovator. I want to be dependable. I want to be a person of integrity. These are all things who I want to be in business and as well as in life. As things go on, I want to be courageous. I want to be aware. I want to be a teacher. I want to be driven, intentional. I want to be courteous. I want to be innovative. Those are all different attributes and characteristics that some of them were, you know, taught. Some of them I'm still learning, working on. But those are all things that I've learned through not just this class, but through life, that it takes to really be that leader that we all desire to be. It ain't easy. It's like pulling this rebar out here. Sometimes it ain't easy.
I'm Christina Jeter. I am the project manager here at Buckner and Sons Masonry. I've been with the company for about 2.5 years. Jerome, he is a dynamic, innovative leader. He definitely is a servant leader. He puts his team first. We know he always has our back, pushes us to better ourselves, to be independent thinkers and really take ownership in our own roles. One thing that is great that we all really value is that our voice matters. He really values our opinion, our expertise that we have to add to the job. So that really makes us feel like we're all vested in, you know, part of the mission and part of the solution in making the business better.
So outside, I had mentioned a little bit about different leaders, different levels of leadership. Or as we learned in class, it's different levels of contributing. So as you can see, just through through, this short little time, I got a learning part, I got an applying part, guiding part, and a shaping part that shows up every day. Another question I was asked, what are the things you need to change and what you got to do to meet these challenges? So I'll touch a little bit on them. One of the biggest ones that people always bring up is communication. So one thing that never worked in corporate America before, never really had corporate leadership, if that makes sense. I've always gotten a great work ethic from my family and my father. So, that was instilled in me at a young age, and that's what I kind of focused on. But now in this path of leadership, understanding all these things that we've talked about, communication, as I mentioned before, is huge. So what I'm about to do, I have monthly one-on-one meetings with my leadership team, those my direct reports underneath me, that we talk about, progression, where we are, making sure they're understanding the vision, if it's changed because it can change from month to month, not just one-on-ones for them, but also one-on-ones for me, so I can make sure I'm supporting them in any way that I can, and giving them the right direction. So that's where we are. Christina's here. All right, we back rolling around in the car, about to go see a few job sites. Example of some job sites, like I said before, something that we're proud about. Working in the community, working with different contractors, falling back to, who I want to be, and the tools that I pass along to the team that creates an environment of evolution, creates an environment of support, creates an environment of, like I said, I want to be adaptable. My father, who started the business, man, I was out there 8 years old, working construction. People used to tell me, man, why you work construction? It's hard. And I used to say, man, anything that you ain't good at is hard. Found out at a young age that I was good at it and worked at it. And moving into where I am now, and for the past 7-8 years, being president of Buckner and Sons Masonry, and working my way up from being a laborer to knowing how to operate, to being an estimator, to being a supervisor, learning how to lay brick and block. But I did it all based off of hard work, based off of, let's get it done. Right now, where I am, I do feel like I'm in a great position to grow. I don't think that I'm in the right position yet right now for career-wise, but I'm making the necessary changes to do so. Learning about more on the financial aspect, how to forecast at a different level. Like I said before, I've done enough work and been successful based off of hard work, and at this point, trying to work harder, not smarter, is the goal and the key. Some of the challenges that I see now more than what I've seen before, some communication, bouncing back from ideas that weren't successful, the challenges of bouncing back from financial woe. In the book, it kind of talked about the expectancy and the performance side of things, but having all those things in place to be able to lead effectively, and it's tough. Wanting to get to that next level, identifying the challenges and what's needed to change is key. A place called Zora's House is actually, she actually was in the AALA program. It was pretty sweet to work on this project, knowing the work they do in the community, and I love the artwork that they did on the side here. Covered up my brick, but it's still a dope thing to see. And if you don't know about them, check them out, see what they do in the community. Building here around Columbus specifically, and being involved in it, and being able to go back and see not just see the work that we've done as a collective. My team puts a lot of effort into it, but also be able to go back and support.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Demetrius Latham. I'm one of the foremen for Buckner and Sons Masonry. From my experience for being out here for the past 2 years, working with Drone, it's been smooth for real. As a leader, he's more hands-on. He allows you to get your hands dirty and make mistakes, and he'll pull you to the side and evaluate everything and see how you can move forward and make better decisions and get more production and better quality out of everything.
One thing that we all have in common is we all grew up somewhere. We all got someone or something that's important to our heart, and we all give back or try to give back the best way we can as a community. Some of the things that's important to me in a community is the kids, inner city community specifically. Being from the hilltop, you don't get to see much success in the form of what we see right now. There's a shortage of workers that really have that great work ethic. So being involved on the Hilltop Rise, which is a board that we're focused on building back the hilltop. Also getting involved in Franklinton High School. There's a high school on the in the bottoms, or that's called Franklinton Art District now, that focuses on just giving to the youth, giving them another chance. It's not a typical high school. It's a high school that you can go for 6 years, take your time, teach you a trade, about life, not just about school. So those are some of my goals in the community that I don't want to stick with and that I want to see prosper. So after all that, the question comes about, who am I? So I'm a father, I'm a son, a friend, dependable, God-fearing. That's who I am currently. We do this right now to not only leave a legacy, but actively build a legacy while we're doing it.